now like to welcome in my father, who it took a lot of coaxing to get you out here this morning. But welcome to Race Day, America.
It's too cold out here.
Yeah.
Came in
Yeah.
from Chicago. It's 3 degrees right now.
It's better than here.
How about that? Now, we saw you talking over this hardworking Hazelton Part 2. When Scott was cleaning under the horse's tail, you said that was the first time you think he'd ever been that close.
No, it's the first.
Well, you said I had no trouble getting down there and taking a nap in the morning. I used to walk hots for you, and you said you never remember me walking a single hot for you.
Well, I really don't. I'm not lying. I think you are.
Now, it's funny to hear that for a man like you, the king of Hawthorne, King Richard, with a reputation for working day in and day out, whether it's 100 degrees or 2 degrees, and yet your son is, you know, the college boy that he's turned out to be. Was that your intention all along?
Not really.
Well, there's a look at you training. You're with the cowboy hat, 3 over on the cowboy hat at Prescott. Is that at the fair?
Yeah, I think so. That's not. That's Valenzuela. Yeah, that's a Valenzuela.
One of Patrick or Milo's
Some relation, yes.
Bite size, one of the horses. I'm sure you could take us right through that race if you wanted to.
I don't remember.
I know you're lying there, but take us through what it was like training back in those days, Dad.
Fun.
Fun?
It was fun back then. It isn't anymore. It's numbers now.
What made
Yeah.
it so much fun?
Oh, I don't know. It just was fun.
The people you got a chance to run with, and
Walter Greenman, it was one of them, I guess.
He was a great.
Yeah, he rode. In fact, he went on this horse at Prescott. Walter did, or Duncan, on the fair circuit.
Uh-huh. But it
Yep.
was a simpler time, huh? Training
Yes,
at that
very
point.
simple.
Yeah. People went out after the races then, too, and got together, didn't they?
Yeah, and didn't come in till late.
Yeah.
well, we know you were good at that. I mean, talk about some of the times you had here in Southern California. I know everybody knows you from Chicago and here at Turf Paradise and what have you, but you had some fun out here in Southern California as well.
Well, I can't really talk about that. The fun I had.
Well, you brought Ray Seville out here.
Yes. Yeah, we'd come. I forget what year. Right, he'd win the American Derby for me, and we came to Hollywood and then went to Los Alamitos, I guess it was, and then he stayed.
He liked the weather a little bit better.
Well, he liked the money too.
When did you decide to make the Chicago area home after spending so much time in Arizona?
Oh, well, when he started his school, you couldn't go back and forth, and so I just stayed in Chicago. Well, he started there in kindergarten, and then we did go back once or I think 1 year or 2 years.
So it was all because of little Scotty that you stayed in
Yes,
Chicago?
I'm very proud of him.
There's a look at you with Isaiah Enriquez, who got you your 800th winner at Sportsman's Park.
Yes.
And Isaiah's, of course, out here riding. Eddie Arroyo on the left.
Yes.
And that's sports. Sportsman's isn't there anymore. And that was your favorite track, wasn't it?
Oh, yes. Yes, we used to fly in there and unload and run the next day. There at Sportsman.
Flying from Phoenix.
From Phoenix.
And you'd have fresh horses. Unfair advantage, really.
Oh, yeah. I had to have the advantage.
Well, training horses is not the only thing you've done. We even have pictures of you as a jockey back on a racehorse. And you seem pretty leggy to me here in person, but you look great up on that horse.
That's my father on the left there. And
what track was this?
Agua Caliente, Tijuana.
Oh, it's Caliente.
And that was back in 1945, and you were leading rider down there, were you not?
Yes.
15 years old.
14.
You said 50, so you had to have a fake birth certificate, right?
You had to be 16 to ride, but then you didn't I couldn't go to Del Mar that summer because I was too young.
Yeah.
And they wanted you to come up there, but they were going to get you a fake birth certificate?
Yes.
But you were too scared to do it.
No, my dad and them were.
Well, you've had an outstanding career, Dad. What is the best thing that you've done throughout the 60-plus years of horse racing?
Having you.
Aw, that's so sweet. But it's true, isn't it?
You're going to make me cry. Well, I love you, Dad, and we're proud to have you out here, and it's been a pleasure spending the past couple of days with you.
Aw, that's
Thank
great.
you.
Aw, that's the kind of guys I work with here. You know what? It's great having both of you here. Richard Hazelton, Scott Hazelton. Dad's in town. It's good to see, and we're glad you're here with us on HRTV.